Good evening students. Now start with your new chapter 11, that is the textile finishing. So first of all, what is textile finishing? If you see the fabric as it comes out from the loom, you will not be able to recognize it as the material you see in the market. All of the fabrics that are in the market have received one or more finishing treatments, and except for whites, color has been added to them in some form or the other. So a finish is any treatment on the fabric which can change its appearance, its texture or its behavior for specific use. Finishes that are considered absolutely necessary are known as routine. The finishes may be durable, do not get removed or washing or dye cleaning, like dyeing or renewable, need to be applied repeatedly as they get removed on washing, like starching or bluing. A few important finishes depending upon their function are: first is change appearance, that is cleaning, scoring, bleaching, straightening and smoothing, cleansing and tendering. So change texture, that is the starching or sizing, special cleansing. And last is change behavior, that is wash and wear, permanent press, water repellent or waterproof, moth-proof, flame retardant or fire proof, and anti-shrink, sunforization. So next is finishing with color. Color is often the most important factor in selection of fabric, whether it is to be used for apparel or in the house. Substances that can add color to the fabric in a manner that it does not easily wash out are known as dyes. The method of dyeing depends on the chemical nature of the fiber and the dye and the type of effect desired. So color application can be done first at fiber stage for yarn of different colors or design felts. Second is at yarn stage for woven checks, stripes or other woven patterns. B. At fabric stage, the most common method of solid color dye has also been design dyeing, like batik and tie and printing. So next is printing. It is a more advanced or specialized form of dyeing. It involves the localized application of color which is restricted within the given limits of design. Printing uses special tools which cause the transfer of color only to specified area. Thus it allows application of a number of different colors on the fabric. Printing can be done by hand tools like blocks, stencils or screen, at an industrial level like roller printing or automatic screen printing. So next is dyes. A dye is a color substance that chemically bonds to the substrate to which it is being applied. This distinguishes dye from pigments which do not chemically bind to the material they color. The dye is generally applied in a aqueous solution and may require a mordant to improve the fastness of the dye on the fiber. First is acid dyes. Acid dyes are the water soluble and anionic dyes that are applied to fibers such as silk, wool, nylon and modified acyclic fibers using natural to acid baths. Attachment to the fiber is attributed at least partially to salt formation between anionic groups in the dyes and cationic groups in the fiber. Acid dyes are not substantive to cellulosic fibers. Most synthetic food colors fall in this category. Example of acid dyes are alizarin pure blue, B acid red 88, etc. So basic dyes are the water soluble cationic dyes that are mainly applied to acyclic fiber but find some use for wool and silk. Usually acetic acid is added to the dye bath to help the uptake of the dye onto the fiber. Basic dyes are also used in the coloration of paper. So last is natural dyes. Are dyes or colorants derived from the plant in vertebrates or minerals. The majority of natural dyes are vegetable dyes from the plant source, that is root, berries, bark, leaves and wool, and other biological source such as fungi. So that's all for the today. Thank you so much.